Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. You lead by a touchdown. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25 as we get set here, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Gotta tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
54,
on 2nd down, it's Brown. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Mayfield, finding Green complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Allen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jim Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check, 43. Watch the curve.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second.
Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes left side, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Brissett on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And in the air once more, it's Brissett on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Brissett, and this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On first down, Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Brown. And he's brought down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jim Brown taking it in as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. it's Mack. Draw play. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Brissett sets to throw it. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about it.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Play action now. Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On second down, Brissett again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We got 4.
Play fake, Brissett. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Brissett on 4th down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, this challenge begins in the fourth quarter with less than 2 minutes to go in the ball game. We're all tied up 13 apiece. But your opponent has the ball just across midfield, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, his throw incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Muscling free near the 40. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
All right, now. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Prescott now. It's caught. Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 54 yards as they have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken from the 7. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you... The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They will toss to Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down now, it's Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott, and that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, here's the situation for this challenge. We're in the fourth quarter with very little time left in regulation. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory, and it's 3rd and 10. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thanks, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. You're ahead by 4. Your opponent has the ball on their 20-yard line, and it's 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
But this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal, 57 seconds to go. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter. Brown, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. A run here with Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. And now the offense getting ready on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown! Jim Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really different.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, When you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Running with Elliott. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
They go with Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 54.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Cooper's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.